Are you ready? Are you ready to talk about this? Because as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about something that's really quite interesting. Open borders? Well, stay tuned to find out my stance on it. So, cue that intro. All right, so open borders. Where do I land and come down on this topic? Well, I know you guys probably know because I've mentioned it in a previous video that I politically lean conservative. So with that, you probably already know what stance I take and what side I actually stand on. And that would be that I'm against open borders. And here's why. I'm going to explain my reasoning why. For those that might be for open borders, maybe you haven't considered this aspect or avenue or perspective or viewpoint. Maybe nobody's really presented this material in this way. So I'm hoping that I can shed some light on this and perhaps maybe change your mind. Maybe at least, if at minimum, have you think about this situation again and how it's actually hurting us as a country. So I have a clip to show you, which I came across this watching a reaction channel. They were actually watching this video, and I was surprised to hear about all of this stuff. So I went and I found the video itself, and it's a rather big clip that I'm going to show you. It's almost like 5 minutes, but the actual video is like almost 14 minutes. So I will put the link for that video down in the description if you want to watch the complete interview video. But this is actually somebody interviewing a whistleblower named Carlos, and this situation at the Row NYC Hotel in New York involving the migrants, the illegal immigration, the people that have been coming in from the border, all this countless of people. So I want to show you this clip, and then I have my thoughts about it. So we'll get into it afterwards. So check this clip out.
Whistleblower Carlos Arellano, who worked inside the Row NYC for the past 7 months. This hotel, located 1 block from Times Square, previously rented rooms for $500 a night. Carlos shares it is now the largest migrant hotel in New York City.
So in the hotel, we have close to 5,000 migrants. It hovers between 4,800 to 5,000. It's the biggest hotel out there that's housing migrants. They housed 5,000 people together in 28 floors.
You have the NYC badge, so you're a city employee, correct?
Yes, I was a side administrator at the Row Hotel. Anything involving this hotel, I was helping run it.
One of the first stops migrants make when they are bussed in is the Port Authority bus station. It's at this station that they are first dropped off, assigned a hotel, and sent to locations such as the Row NYC.
So when a migrant comes to the hotel, what does the process look like?
They're taken to our intake center, which is they just register their names, how many kids, and they give them rooms. With our medical team is where they determine if they need certain vaccinations, which are usually turned down by the migrants. They don't want them. But a lot of the times they will have some kind of sickness to them, and that's when they're Ubered out to hospitals that work with the migrant hotels. Everything ranging from doctor's visits to medication is paid for the migrants.
I believe we have a document where car seats can also be provided for the migrants as well, correct?
Yes, car seats, cribs for newborns. There's, I want to say, at least 2 to 3 babies a week being born at this hotel.
On top of free medical care and transportation, Carlos also shares that the migrants receive laundry services, housekeeping, and 3 meals a day alongside their hotel rooms.
Anything you can possibly think of, it's being given to them. Around 200 through 300 MetroCards a day are given for free. ID services, ID NYC. They have IDs from the city of New York.
And what can they do with those IDs?
Well, a lot of people in this hotel are working with that ID. Aside from that, I've seen food stamps cards arrive, a lot of services that are provided to them just for having this ID.
And then my other question for you too is, how much does it cost per day to feed these migrants?
So in our hotel, it's $383 for 5,000 people, and that's just for 1 day worth of meals.
In January of this year, it was reported that Mayor Eric Adams signed a $275 million contract that would fund the migrants staying in hotels across the city for the next 6 months, a budget of around $55,000 per migrant. However, the city is running out of hotel rooms, with Adams stating that some hotels don't want to shelter migrants. Carlos provided us with an inside look at the Row NYC that may give us some insight as to why.
The migrants being in those hotels have destroyed them. There's a lot of alcohol in these rooms. Housekeeping is there all week, and they'll clean it, and by the end of the night, there's kids getting drunk together. There's people hooking up with each other. I even have seen reports of certain managers who are using this to get intimate with people. It seems like the hotel is one big party. There's multiple guns in these rooms as well. The alarming thing is that this hotel is meant to be a family hotel. One situation that I'll never forget was I was on my lunch break and I was at Walgreens, and while I was in line, I saw one of the migrants sticking alcohol into their children's backpack. And they stick them in the children's backpack because they know we wouldn't dare to check a child's backpack. They do this kind of stuff all the time, whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be a gun. They stick it in the strollers, under the baby.
During just our short time investigating the location outside of the hotel, we ourselves witnessed a migrant so drunk he could barely stand. But alcohol isn't the only issue at the Row NYC. Carlos shared incident reports and internal text messages detailing gunmen on the premises, children getting drunk, and migrants stealing from local businesses surrounding the hotel.
You were actually...
All right, where to start? So many things I wanna touch on from that clip. Well, first things first, I guess we can say that after this whistleblower actually came out and showed and told about all of this stuff, he was actually fired. So that's unfortunate, but this is what happens when corrupt people in power get exposed. Instead of fessing up to it and saying, yes, we were wrong, just silence, let him go. Do away with that person. He's calling us out, do away with him. Nothing to see here. Keep it moving. It's wrong. It's wrong. But you saw in that clip, the mayor signed a $275 million deal to house the immigrants for the next 6 months. $275 million to house immigrants. What about the homeless veterans and the homeless Americans that we have in this country, the American citizens? What about them? What about housing them? Why are we spending all this money on housing immigrants? $5 million a day on food for the immigrants? 3 square meals a day. 3 square meals a day for free. They get free laundry services, free medical care whenever they have some sort of illness or sickness, they're taken to the doctor. Free car seats? Are you kidding me? All of this money that we're spending on them? Free transportation? Free ID cards? And yeah, true, granted, he said a lot of these people that have the ID cards, they're working. But we also have a lot of these people that are robbing and committing crimes of these nearby stores. guns, underage drinking. You saw those hotel rooms, how trash they were. Really? We're supporting this? If you watch the rest of the video, I mean, it was talking about how the hotel can't handle this. The electric system can't handle it. The hotel can't handle it. All of these people living in there. What are we doing? This open border mindset that some of these people have, it's essentially like saying that you don't want a front door on your house. If you walk this into your life, this is what you're saying. You don't want a front door on your house. You just want people to come into your house, as you know, anyone and everyone that wants to come into your house, they come into your house, they eat your food, drink your water, use all the utilities, you know, wash their clothes, sit on the couch, watch TV, drive your car, all of this stuff, and you are paying the rent for the place, paying the mortgage. No, you'll be like, no, people can't just come and go as they please in my house. I work hard paying for my mortgage or my rent. No, I want them to knock on my door or ring my doorbell. I open the door and they have to wait to be invited in. They don't just barge in. It's the same thing that we're saying with the closed borders. We want a front door for our country. We want people to come into our country the legal way, the proper way, to fill out the application, to be screened, so that we can weed out the people that are either criminals that would bring down the quality of life and deter or distract or hesitate or bring down this way of life and the economy in this country that would not add value to this country. There is a process, and by wanting open borders, we are trying to circumvent the process. And the reason why the people that want open borders want to circumvent the process is because they want more people in that they can hopefully get them to vote for these corrupt people in power so that they can stay in power. It's a sick, twisted game. Having open borders affect us as American citizens. It drives inflation up. Gas prices go up, house prices go up, goods go up, everything goes up. We are hurting us as a country by having open borders. We can't take this influx of people, just thousands and thousands, maybe even millions of people coming into this country. We gotta do better. We gotta secure our borders. We have to have standards. We have to have rules. There's a reason why we have standards and rules in place. There's a reason why we have speed limits. There's a reason why we have rules. You can't rob people and kill people and all of this stuff. Murder people, break into people's houses. This is why we have rules, because it protects everybody. And allowing all these people to just float into our country, and we have no idea who they are, what their background is, if they were in a gang or currently are in a gang. And all we do is we allow all these people in. Crime rates go up. We have to do better. We as a collective whole, as a country, have to take a stand and say, no more open borders. Secure our borders. Stop the widespread influx of people. Put a front door on our country. Let people come through the legal way, in the proper way. I hope this helps kind of give everybody an insight and idea into why not just me, but people who share my same belief and mindset, the closed border policy type of people, why we are so adamant about this. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts below, let me know what you think. And until next week, as always, stay safe out there and be blessed.